So let me start with the first task. So this task was actually about rescheduling a journey about a consumer trying to reschedule their booking. The way that I have approached this particular task is to use a methodology called human-centered design. I think the building blocks is something that I have laid out on this particular slide, and what it basically starts off is with the objective to understand your user. So we kind of put a name, put a life story to that particular user. We then figure out, okay, what is the user thinking at this point of time, and what are the emotional needs of the user through an empathy map. Then we kind of typically utilize put the user in various scenarios within the context of the app and the journey. So let's say for Get Your Guide, it would be whatever activities that the user is doing on Get Your Guide. For example, they are doing a booking, they are doing a rescheduling, they are doing cancellations, or they are just exploring what all experiences uh, uh, they can do in a particular city, and so on. For this particular case, what I have done is to uh, take this particular reschedulement journey and apply the scenario to the user. So for example, from a reschedulement perspective, what are the touch points that the user would like to engage with? Next, what are the needs of the user? Okay, and from the needs we kind of arrive at what are the jobs to be done, which is basically the features or the activities that the user does, which then to some extent translates into the features that you would want into build into the app, app or the website. So that's the methodology. Then so I will kind of, let's say, take you through this once. So let's think about a user called Anna, right? So here, some of the so Anna is you know Anna is doing really well at a job. She's a tech consultant. She's crushing it left, right, and center. And now Anna takes vacations, and when she takes vacations, also she doesn't like to do the regular social things that she sees some of her colleagues or friends do on social media, right? So she likes off the beaten track kind of locations. She wants to experience the culture wherever she goes, and she kind of does a lot of deep research into by looking at reviews, by looking at photos, by reading reviews of others, and selecting an experience and exploring the world. Uh, so that's who Anna is, and maybe you can kind of see what Anna likes to do from the photos there. Uh, what Anna typically likes in the platform that she uses is, that platform should be one, transparent. It should be able to create that trust, because she is kind of booking some journey which is with let's say a person or a group which she has not met with, so she expects the platform to do the due diligence. And finally, because of the nature of her the dynamism of her travel, she expects some sort of flexibility from the platform. What typically irritates or frustrates Anna is, rigidity in the platform, no personalization, too much bad customer support, because that doesn't, gel well with her. So that is who Anna is, right? What we do next is, what I've done next is to look at, okay, from a if let's say Anna is in a situation where she's gone to a museum, and let's say Berlin Museum Island, for example. Or since she's from Berlin, let's take another example, that she is gone to France, and she is doing a winery tour, winery experience, where she has to kind of harvest her own grapes, and then do up the pre-processing of the grapes to turn it into a wine. So she's enjoying it too much, and she believes that she'll be really tired by the end of the day, and she will not be able to do the next day's activity. So in this case, what will she do to reschedule her next day activity, which is maybe taking a nice cruise, etc. So, for example, now Anna will at least look at her mobile, go to the mobile app, or the email, or the website, and so on, right? So those become her touch points. Now, what would Anna want? So from a wants perspective, she would want that she's really she's able to find the booking really quickly. She's able to maybe in a visual form see whether that particular booking is eligible for a refund or reschedulement and so on. What are the charges that she may find, and if she has to reschedule, is there an availability? What sort of availability it is? And once she actually selects that particular is able to reschedule it, then obviously the confirmations and so on. So that's the journey that I have, that Anna would like to undergo. Okay, so since this is a new journey that we are developing, that I'm developing from scratch, so all the requirements become the features that need to be available in whatever product that I'm building. Suppose this was a journey that I was reviewing, then I would review the existing features against these jobs, and wherever the feature is lacking, or wherever we have not met the needs, we would kind of call it a gap and then add it to the feature list. So so here once we have gone through this, I think the next two that the next, I think, two process steps is to actually create a flow chart of the journey basis the jobs to be done, and to select the design principles. The flowchart, basis the flowchart, I have kind of selected the design principles, which is basically communicating completely, communicating all possible information to the customer, and confirmations, right? Taking confirmations again and again to allow the consumer to get full knowledge of what they are booking at this point of time. And finally, I think the success metrics. So here, what I will do next is maybe take you through the journey itself, and then we can kind of arrive at the success metrics.